guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how I get rid of my facial hair at home. My face has reached maximum capacity for hair, like my baby hairs, my sideburns, my nose hairs, my eyebrows. I'm kind of starting to look like Chewbacca personally in regards to me. I know I'm not that hairy, but maximum capacity for me. So I'm going to show you guys how I wax my face at home. And let's get started. So supplies that you're gonna need a little waxing oven. This is some cheap one I found on Amazon years ago. It's Yeeleen. It's like literally was 20 bucks a couple years ago. And I use it primarily for my sideburns and my nose hairs. Obviously you're gonna want some hard beads and then a little razor and eyebrows. So we are first gonna turn on the oven. That's what it's called. But also you might want to get some tweezers and then just like a little magnifying mirror. So for my eyebrows, this is not the video where I'm going to show you how to do your eyebrows at home. Definitely don't fucking do it. Don't fuck up your face. I don't even do it. What I just like to do for my eyebrows, I kind of just pluck the center and obviously around here, if you have a spoolie, brush them up and see where you need a pluck. Obviously, again, I don't have that much eyebrow hair where it's unruly. So this is only a tutorial if you're similar to me. If you have thick Middle Eastern eyebrows like my friend, I don't know what to tell you. So like I said, for my eyebrows, I just kind of go in and pluck. It's definitely not enjoyable, but you have to do it. Beauty is pain. You just go in here. Try not to over pluck. Obviously, we all know this. I actually haven't gotten my eyebrows done in ages, mainly because last time I went, this lady cut off this like little tuft of hair, and I'm not in the market to do that. So they're like slightly overgrown, but it's fine, who cares? So I'm gonna do that. Okay, so the eyebrows are done, and then now we're gonna move on to the controversial part, and I'm gonna pluck my forehead. Yes, you heard that right, pluck my forehead. I had a really hairy forehead growing up. Like I didn't have baby hairs, I had like tufts of hair. And if you can see, this like chunk of baby hair that has grown out is like about an inch from my hairline. So what I recommend you doing is to not fucking touch your baby hairs if they're very cute and thin. I'm gonna put a photo in. Mine were not cute and thin. They like came all the way down. Like it was like a solid inch of just like thick hair. And I personally felt like it made me look dirty and I just didn't like it. So I waxed them, and now they just kind of grow out very sparsely, so now I pluck them because waxing isn't really necessary, and like I feel like I get more control with plucking. That being said, if you are going to do this, make sure you bring your hair down and like part it as you would be wearing it out, mainly because if you pluck your forehead like this, and then you go in, sometimes it's happened to me from terrible experience, you kind of like over wax or over pluck slightly because you don't really realize where your hair falls, and you don't want to look like a bald man with a receding hairline. So learn from my horrible experience. My hair is so gross because I just got off my Peloton. I bought this. I literally am the worst with money, but whatever. Anyways, okay, so we're just gonna pluck our forehead like so, and just make sure you don't over pluck and just have that nice crisp hairline. Like I said, if you have really cute baby hair where it's only like this much of thickness of baby hair, leave it alone. Don't even do this step. Like it's not necessary. Okay, so you guys can probably see my forehead just looks a lot clearer, crisper, I would say, a crisp forehead line. Definitely don't recommend removing these at all. One time I went to this Asian lady and I sat in her chair and she literally fucked me up. She like waxed this entirely where I looked just like a bald man. So don't do that. Just wax the top. Who cares if you have little baby hairs? It's actually better there. So now we're going to move on to my sideburns. So that's why I put on this headband. My boyfriend likes to call it my Hello Kitty sideburns. So my sideburns, I really wanted to get like laser hair removal, like I'm doing it on my body, but now there's a fucking pandemic. But when I was doing it, the lady said my hair is too thin for it, so I have to do electrolysis, which I don't know if I really want to do that. She made it seem like it was like more what I would say. Like she said it may, like kind of like would hurt more, and that it would make your skin very sensitive and might make me break out, and I'm really not in the market to break out. Speaking of which, I am. My skin is slightly congested, and you know what did that? Drunk Elephant, C Firma. I'm kind of over Drunk Elephant. I'm gonna try to finish the things I know that don't break me out, but I don't really think I'll be repurchasing from that brand again. Like, very disappointed, very disappointed. So anyways, moving on. You wanna make sure your oven and your wax is warm, but not, how do I explain it? It's warm, you can remove the hair, but it's also not gonna burn you, right? And for me, that temperature range is when I move it to on button instead of like the different degrees it has. And so we're just gonna push our sideburns back to the point where we see what we wanna remove. I kind of just wanna remove like this. I'm just gonna move up closer. This like peach fuzz that's dark and I just don't really enjoy it. So let's get ready to do that. Okay. Fucking shit. Make sure you have something to catch the wax. And then mine is like, I can tell it's a little bit hot, so that's why I'm warming it up like this. Usually when it's at the correct temperature, I just put it on. But you're just gonna, oh, I got some on my ear. Make sure you do it thick enough so you can remove it. When you do it too thin, it's very hard to remove. And somehow I got that on my ear next to my earring. I would say, disclaimer to this process, if you have thick Middle Eastern hair or just like thicker hair, this wax is not gonna work for you. I think you'd have to do the like the soft wax with the strip because it only kind of holds on to like thinner hair. I know this because my best friend is Middle Eastern and we did a hair removal party once upon a time. And she didn't really, there was not, like her hair just wasn't removed as much as mine. So, disclaimer. So you're just gonna slap it. Make sure your skin is taut. Go like this. 1, 2, 3. Ugh. And then you see all that little peach fuzz that was on my face. Okay, so you can see I removed my sideburns on this side. Now it's time to do the other side. Grab your popsicle stick. Go like this. Make sure you get your jawline too. Alright, now that's hard. 1, 2, 3. Ah! You see all that peach fuzz that has no room on my face? And then we're just gonna keep doing it. And that's it, folks. Our sideburns are gone. There's still some leftover wax, but we're not done here. I'm still hairy in places that I don't want hair, and that would be my little mustache. Although I have a little mustache, but it's very, very faint. So this wax doesn't really pick it up that well. So I like to do it in these like 3-part sections. I feel like it gets the best hold on my face. But this looks so ridiculous. I can't believe I'm putting this on the internet, but hey, some people just need to know how to do this at home. That's how I learned, honestly, by watching some YouTube videos, although there weren't that many at the time. So make sure it's hard. It's still not hard. Okay, so now that it's hard, let's remove my little mustache. 1. See, there's literally nothing, just like some very faint peach fuzz. Ah! And then 2. It's definitely painful, but it's not like you're gonna die. Like I said, like we all know, beauty is pain. So I like to clean off my face and cleanse it with a little bit of Bioderma. And then while that dries off, because we're still not done with our facial hair, there's still the last step, which is just like getting rid of the peach fuzz that the wax didn't grab. We're gonna do our nose hair. I know, so weird. Some people don't do this, but then I look at them, I'm like, I can literally see your nose hairs, and that's disgusting. So yeah, I predominantly use this little waxing kit for my nose hair and my sideburns, and that's kind of it. So make sure it's kind of not that hot, and just shove it up your nostril. When the wax gets stringy like this, that means you need to start heating it up a little bit more. So just heat it up a little bit. I literally look like a walrus right now. Again, I can't believe I'm putting this on the internet, but here I am. All right, now it's pretty dry. This actually doesn't hurt at all. This hurts a little bit. This doesn't hurt at all. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, okay. That's all my nasal hair. Really gross. I don't like it. My nose kind of goes up, so you can kind of see it, which is like not a vibe for me. Okay, so we're gonna go in with one more. Just kind of put it, angle it in the different angles that you have hair. This is a step you obviously don't have to do, but I personally feel like my best when I don't have nasal hair and when I don't have sideburns. So 1, 2, 3. One time my boyfriend made me do this on him, and I literally got wax on his beard and he wanted to strangle me. But thank God, once it dried off, you could just kind of like grab it with a little bit of oil. So yeah, if you get wax in places you don't, try to remove it with a little bit of oil. But it's hard wax, so it's easily removable on like surfaces. All right, they're ready. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, so our nose is nice and clean. No nose hairs that you can see from the outside, which is just kind of what I want. The last thing I like to do, I like to grab a razor. I just got this one from Ulta. And just get rid of all the baby hair. I was gonna say baby face, baby hair. I predominantly like to hit my jawline with this because it's kind of harder to get the wax down there from my vantage point of my eyeballs. Can't really see. But this is what I do. I like to go in with the wax first because I feel like the wax removes the hair from the root versus this kind of just cuts it off. And so my sideburns grow back in about a month. So I usually do this like once a month, once every 3 months if I'm like really lazy. But I usually do it once a month, at least my nose hairs and my sideburns. And that's it, folks. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. I'll see you guys later. Bye.